Elon Musk's Boring Company has received several violations from the state, including allegations that workers there have faced chemical burns from sludge while working in those tunnels.
Newsroom's Tiffany Lane reports on the new report coming out by the Nevada Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
I received documents from Nevada OSHA this afternoon, and they show 8 serious violations from mid-June to early October of last year. The documents also show OSHA fined the Boring Company for more than $112,000 for those violations. The Boring Company takes people from one side of the convention center to the other in its tunnels. It also takes people between the convention center and Resorts World on the Strip. Now let's break down some of those violations. A report shows employees would disconnect and reconnect hoses for grouting, and those hoses had a chemical that could expose them to chemical burns. OSHA says the Boring Company did not provide a safe way for workers to enter and leave workstations, saying in a report that nearly 15 employees had to walk through a chemical mixture puddle as the only way of access in the tunnel. OSHA included pictures of those puddles. Another violation, a muck bin was overloaded and collapsed after the storage weighed 3 times the capacity. It caused 10 eco blocks to fall onto the area where employees were working. According to the report, the company did not provide employees with proper facilities to flush their eyes and body at a job site where they're exposed to corrosive materials, or proper clothing to protect them from chemical hazards that can cause injury. Another violation accuses the Boring Company of not having proper guards to protect employees working below conveyors, saying for 2 months, more than a dozen employees walked under an unguarded conveyor. November, an outside legal counsel for the company wrote in a letter to OSHA in part, in addition to TBC's belief that Nevada OSHA has failed to establish that the alleged violations occurred, TBC contests all of the citations classifications, required abatement deadlines, proposed penalties, and every other matter subject to contest. I did contact Boring Company's outside legal counsel through email, as well as call the office in Las Vegas, and have not heard back. I also contacted the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, who approved the Boring project. In an email statement, they said, quote, "The OSHA violations were brought to our attention by the Boring Company last summer. Those incidents were reviewed and addressed at that time. The LVCVA is committed to ensuring the health and safety of those employed on any LVCVA project. That expectation was emphasized with the Boring Company during last summer's review. Now, because the Boring Company is contesting the citations, the case will not be finalized until after the OSHA Review Board has a hearing. We will continue to follow up on this developing story. In studio, I'm Tiffany Lane reporting for News 3. Back to you.